4,000 healthcare workers in the Northwest are on the picket lines today for a 3-day strike at Kaiser Permanente. And that's our top story here at 4. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Ashley Korslund. Those on strike are part of the 75,000 workers on the picket lines nationwide. Union members say it's the biggest healthcare strike ever across the country. Thomas Schultz is live at one of the picket lines in Clackamas County for us. And Thomas, is there any update on the bargaining negotiations?
Yeah, Ashley, unfortunately, it looks like things took a turn for the worse today. Union members say Kaiser Permanente walked away from the bargaining table and they don't expect them to return until the strike is over on Friday. And as you can imagine, that's led to frustration and growing tension among strikers. Across the Portland area, thousands of Kaiser Permanente healthcare workers walked out Wednesday morning straight to the picket line. They plan to stay here until Friday. For months, hundreds of position groups, from radiology technicians to medical assistants and housekeepers, have been bargaining with Kaiser for better pay and more job protections. Though the biggest problem,
it is short staffing.
Juanita Kamhoot says she's working 80-hour weeks. Others are working long stints of overtime too.
This has never been like this.
The union says Kaiser has committed unfair labor practices and isn't admitting that patient care has slipped. Across the country, 75,000 Kaiser workers are striking. Employees say many healthcare workers left during the pandemic, and they're still leaving.
They're quitting, they're moving on to other careers even, just to have some sanity back because we're just so overworked.
Workers say the shortage has big consequences for patients.
When people are trying to make an appointment with their primary care provider and it's 4 to 8 weeks out, we're not doing a service to our member.
In a statement, Kaiser says it's addressing wages with pay hikes of 12.5% over the next 4 years. The healthcare giant says every healthcare provider has faced staffing shortages since the pandemic, though they've fared better than most because of higher pay and better benefits. And it's accelerated hiring this year too. The workers aren't seeing a change.
The care is tough because there's just not enough of us to care for everybody,
Now, some locations will have temporary workers, and while these workers are on strike, their positions will be filled by managers, physicians, and other staff while they're trying to fill those roles. And actually, at the same time, there's also another strike within Kaiser Permanente among pharmacist workers who are on strike until October 21st. They say Kaiser isn't operating and bargaining in good faith. Back to you.
Thomas, thank you.